Hi, everybody. It's Matt Mariglia, Technology Integrator for Starpoint Central School District. And today I'm going to show you how to use an app in the G Suite for Education Arsenal called Google Takeout. It's designed for people that are leaving a G Suite for Education domain and are maybe wish to take their data from Drive or their Gmail or other Google apps with them before they leave, and it's taken out of, I guess, service. Notice I'm in Chrome. I have a few other tabs up here, my Gmail and my YouTube. I am signed in. I would suggest to you that if you do this on your home computer or even at school, that you use an incognito window, or if you're on Safari or another browser, I really want to do it in Chrome because everything will work, I guess, better in Chrome because it's a Google product and you're doing some Google stuff. But if you do use another product, try to use a private window. You can find those windows over here in the three dots, and you want to use an incognito window. I'm on a Mac right now, so that's why it might look a little bit different than your PC, but it should operate pretty much the same way. So the place to go to get started is something called google.com/takeout. Kind of a great little name for it. Notice I'm signed in. If you're not signed in, you're going to be prompted to sign in. I would sign in ahead of time, so if you have your Gmail open or your Drive open and signed in, you should be okay. So this is where we can download our data. Notice everything is checked here, all these apps and things that you might have access to. I would suggest that you hit the Select None button. Click on your Drive, and probably click on your Mail. Those are probably the two things. You might have some things in there you want to save. For most of us, maybe it won't even be Mail. We might even turn it off. Understand as you check these on, let's say you would check on Photos or any of these others, there's little drop-down arrows if there is one there, and you click on that, it's going to give you some more, I guess, guidelines or specific rules for when you're downloading something. If I want to take everything with me, I can do that. If I just want to take select files and folders, I can do that. Pick the ones that I want to download with me. And if there's any other things that I'm downloading, how do I want them to show up? I want docs to come this way. I want my drawings to come this way. I want my forms to come this way. I want my presentations to turn like that. And I want my spreadsheets to turn like that. So a lot of features and ways to customize what it is that you're taking. But I'm going to leave this on like this for now. It would be a good suggestion to go into your Drive and clean it up. If you have any shared folders, folders that you don't need to take with you, then use select files and folders and just uncheck those ones that you don't need to download and take with you. Or drop the things that you do need into a single folder and name it, download data. And that's the folder you turn on and take with you. So there's a lot of ways to customize this, which is kind of nice. So I'm going to go back to that default, bring that arrow back up. And the same thing happens with your mail. You can pick which labels, we call them folders, that you want to take with you. And that shouldn't be a problem for you to choose what it is that you want to take. So I'm going to hit all for now. Then I'm going to hit next. When you hit next, it's going to ask you the file type. I would leave it as a zip, and your archive size max. Notice once I get past 4 and I go to 10, it gives me a little message saying that it's going to be compressed into something called a zip64. If you have an older computer at home, it might not be able to open that up when you go to open it up. So I would look and see how much space you have in your Drive, how many things you have in your Drive. So I won't leave you hanging in the breeze there. I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to go into My Drive, and I'll show you in Google Drive exactly over here on the side. You'll see right under your trash, there should be a little number once your Drive loads completely, and mine is taking its sweet time. There it is, and it will tell you if you hover over that. I have 6 gigabytes. So I'm over that 4 gigabyte threshold, so I could have some issues if I have an older computer. So that's how you show that. And then you have a choice on how do you want this delivered to you. Do you want it delivered via an email to your Google email? Do you want to add it to your Drive currently, Dropbox, OneDrive? I would leave it as it is, send a download link via email, and then hit Create Archive. Now, what it's going to tell you is going to take some time, but this is very important to read. An archive of 2 products is currently being prepared, and that's your Gmail and your Drive. Please note that archives may take a long time, hours or days to create. You'll receive an email when your archive is complete. So it's important that when you do this, kind of from an old infomercial, you set it and forget it. It's not something that you're going to do and walk away, especially if you have a gig or 2 gigs inside your drive. It takes some time to do. If you just do small amounts, it shouldn't take that long. I did one earlier, so I'm going to cancel this. I did one that was a lot smaller earlier, just one part of a mail. It took about 5 minutes to do, but you'll get an email that looks like this. Google download your data, and it'll tell you you got a week. You got about 7 days to download it onto a laptop or computer or somewhere else. Don't wait to get to your new workspace at another job before you download this. Download this right away. So when you click on this, and I should say to you, make sure it's coming from Google, that you're not getting something goofy. If I hover over this link, notice on the bottom of my screen down here, you'll see, and it does on your computer as well if you're on a PC. If I hit download, it will tell me where this is coming from. Takeout.google.com, that's a place where I want it to come from, so I'm okay. If you hover your mouse over some link and it does not come up to something that you think it should be, then it's not a good email to click on. So I'm going to hit this download archive. It's going to want me to verify that it's me. So I'm going to do that. Nice little thing there. I have, I'm sorry to tell you, I have an authenticator on. So I'm looking, you can't see me right now, but I'm looking at my phone for this 6-digit number. It's only good for 30 seconds. Okay. It says I'm okay. You see, I've been messing around here, canceling exports, but here's my download of my mail that I can hit. And you can see that it dropped it right here into a zip folder. Now, when I go into my downloads in Chrome, there it is right there. Now, what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to take it and just drop it right on my desktop, drag it over on my Mac onto my desktop, and now there's my zip folder. And now it lives on my computer at home. You can do this at school. Once you have this, you can drag it onto your desktop and then pop a flash drive in and put it on the flash drive. Just make sure that you know how much space, how big it is. Let's see, do I have properties? I don't think I do here. I am in Google mode here. So anyways, make sure you have enough space on that flash drive to drop it in there, okay? So that is basically it. That's how you go and take your data that you need and download it. Again, give yourself some time. If you got a lot of things in your drive, especially if you've been here for a couple years, I would clean out my drive of things I don't need first, transfer ownership of anything that I don't have, and I can show you that real quick. Let's say I have this document right here. I'm going to right-click on it. Give me my share. I'm going to hit advanced. And notice I own this document, and so does Patty Brzezinski. So I'm the owner. She's not. If I have a document that I think is going to be needed by somebody else, and I'm afraid that if I trash it, they're not going to be able to see it anymore, it's as simple as me going down here to this, and I can make them the owner of the document just by clicking on that and hitting save. So that's how you transfer ownership of documents to somebody else without having to email them to them and anything. They will get alert that they're now the owner of the document. Okay, and then once you've transferred the ownership, then you can simply right-click on the document and remove it from site, and then you won't worry about downloading your drive, that from your drive at all. So that's how you do it. I hope it's successful. If you have any questions, feel free to email or call me, and I'll do my best to help you. Good luck.